Did you know that in the United States, there are more guns than people? That's right, there are 120 guns for every 100 residents. In Canada, on the other hand, this number drops to just 30 for guns per 100 residents.
But why is this difference so massive? How can two neighboring countries, which share so many similarities in history, culture, and economy, have such contrasting gun policies? Do more guns make a country safer, or is strict regulation the key to a peaceful society? Before we dive into this fascinating comparison, let me remind you to subscribe to our channel, News World for All. Here, we bring you well-researched, thought-provoking content on global issues every week. If you love learning and exploring topics like this, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our videos.
It all begins in 1791, with the creation of the Second Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, which states, "The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed." At the time, the United States was a young nation. Having just won its War of Independence, firearms were essential for survival, protecting against external threats, and maintaining self-sufficiency in an untamed frontier. Over time, this mindset turned into a cultural symbol. The image of the Wild West with cowboys and outlaws carrying guns reinforced firearms as a representation of freedom and independence. In the 20th century, the National Rifle Association, NRA, founded in 1871, evolved from a sports and hunting organization into one of the most powerful lobbying forces in U.S. politics. The NRA fiercely defends the Second Amendment, resisting efforts to impose stricter gun regulations, even after tragedies like Sandy Hook in 2012, Las Vegas in 2017, and Uvalde in 2022. Debates over stricter gun control remain highly polarized and politically charged.
Canada's history with firearms followed a very different path. From its early days, Canada adopted laws influenced by British regulations, where firearms were tightly controlled. Guns were never as central to Canadian identity as they were in the United States. However, everything changed in 1989 with the Polytechnique Massacre in Montreal. A gunman entered an engineering school and killed 14 female students. This tragic event shocked the nation and led to immediate calls for stricter gun control. Over the following years, Canada introduced a licensing system, mandatory firearm registration, and bans on automatic weapons. In 2020, after the Nova Scotia shooting, the deadliest mass shooting in Canadian history, the government banned over 1,500 models of assault-style firearms in a single move.
Now, let's look at how the laws on gun ownership and use differ between the United States and Canada. Licensing and purchasing guns. In Canada, to purchase a gun, you must complete a mandatory firearm safety course. You need to pass thorough background checks for criminal activity and mental health issues. The approval process can take weeks or even months. In the United States, the process varies by state. In places like Texas, you can purchase a gun the same day after a basic background check. Some states require no formal training or mental health checks at all.
Types of guns allowed. In Canada, automatic weapons and assault-style firearms are banned. Handguns are heavily restricted, and their use requires a special license. In the United States, laws vary widely. In states like Alaska and Arizona, most firearms, including semi-automatic and automatic weapons, are legal. Accessories like bump stocks, which increase firing speed, were only recently banned.
Carrying firearms in public. In Canada, carrying a firearm in public is nearly impossible, unless you're a law enforcement officer or security professional. In the United States, many states allow open carry or concealed carry, making it common to see citizens armed in public spaces.
Why do Canadians and Americans see guns so differently? In Canada, guns are viewed as tools for hunting and rural life. Public safety takes priority over individual rights to own firearms. In the United States, guns are often seen as a symbol of personal freedom and self-reliance. The media, movies, and politics reinforce this perception.
In conclusion, while the United States prioritizes individual freedoms when it comes to gun ownership, Canada focuses on public safety through strict regulation. These differences have led to very different outcomes in terms of violence and safety. Now, I want to hear from you. Which approach do you think works better? Should individual freedoms take priority, or is strict regulation the key to a safer society? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
And before you go, don't forget to subscribe to News World for All. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.